Vanakkam to all my viewers. What a great day to start, and what a topic to be spoken about, goal setting. But before that, let me take the special moment to thank Vidya Vikas School and also Dr. Seena ma'am for giving me this great opportunity. Once, a great coach, one of the world's best coach told, a properly set goal is halfway reached. What do you mean by this sentence? It just means if you have a clear-cut goal in your life, you will reach half of the way at least. However, isn't it a beautiful thing? Now, whenever we speak about goal, which game comes to your mind? Most of them would have guessed it. It's football. Football, exciting games in the world. It's the best. And you know the world's most watched event in the world? It is a Football World Cup final. The last time the Football World Cup final was held in Russia. Now imagine if one of you gets a chance to witness this game. Just think you won a lucky draw and Russian government calls you to witness this, and not only you get a special seat in the stadium. You're right in between the two teams. The World Cup is next to you. You see, you give a go ahead and the team starts to enter the ground. How the excitement will be. The whole watching this game, and you're given this special seat to watch. Just before the game could start, what if they remove host? They say when in a World Cup, if some team scores, 1/5 of the world jumps. But if they remove the goal post, that excitement will be, will the game will have so much of life like before? Where will the players score? The whole game will be meaningful. Same way, my dear friends, if you don't have goals in life, your life will be meaningless. Just like that game which is watched by almost everyone in this world. So, it's very, very, very important to have goals in your life. Now, what is goal setting? I'll read out the definition for everyone. Goal setting involves the development of action plan designed to motivate and guide a person toward a goal. Goal setting can be guided by goal setting criteria, which is SMART criteria. Now, what is this SMART criteria of goal setting? Well, I'll tell you. SMART stands for, S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable or achievable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for time or time bound. What is specific in goal setting? Whenever you set your goal, it's very important. You need to be very, very, very specific about your goal. You should narrow down your goal. You can't have diversified goal. You can have short-term, intermediate, long-term goal. But your goal should be very narrow. Just like this dartboard. This should be your goal. Not all of this. It should be very, very, very specific. So it is very important, my friends. You should have specific goal and not diversified goal. Now, next criteria is measurable. How can we measure goals? It's very simple. You can measure goals only by tracking your record, only by tracking your progress. If you start tracking your progress towards your goal, you can measure the success rate of your goal. So it's very important your goal should be measurable. Now, when it comes to attainable or achievable, it's very important. You should have attainable or achievable goal. For example, I'm an educator and a trainer. and I am also good at public speaking. Now, Obama was a great public speaker and a great orator. He won his US general elections just because of his public speaking skills. Now, just because Obama was good at public speaking and he won US general election, can I try to be the next president of US? Can that be my goal? No. Anyways, Trump's term is coming to an end. Can I be the next president? Of course not. But can I be the best trainer in India? Of course, if I focus, if I work hard, if I set my plan, I can. Can I? Of course, I can. Be a goal. Your goal should be achievable, attainable, and it should be relevant. The R stands for relevant. It should be relevant to whatever you do and not vague things. So please set your goals which is achievable, which is relevant. Now the last thing, time bound. Of course, every race or every goal should come with an end point. It should come with a time. If you have a time, you automatically start performing. Imagine you have exams next week. Will you be quiet this week? The fire is close to you. You start studying. So that's the power of setting deadlines. Once you set deadlines, you will obviously start performing. Now, we spoke about smart criteria about goals. Now, the question comes, on what we should set goals? Should our goal setting be only on profession, only on studies, only on making money, or only on earning, making palatial houses? Of course not. Let me tell you a story. Imagine if God himself opens a shop in your city and he says everyone can go to his shop and take whatever he wants. He'll give you the goal just like that immediately. Imagine if you want the best car in the world and you go to that shop and ask God, immediately he gives you that car. Imagine you want a palatial house, the world's most richest house, and you go to that shop, God immediately gives you. How wonderful, how nice it will be. Won't everyone be excited? Everyone would be waiting for a chance, isn't it? So what if such a shop is there? Imagine the crowd. Even in a small shop, they put 50 to 60% discount. You can see the crowd flocking in. Then imagine the crowd for this shop. How many people from all over the world will come to this shop? Now, what if God puts a condition? He says, okay, you can take whatever you want from me. Whatever your goal is, I'll give it to you. But in return, I need something. Just like barter system. Give and take. So, God gives you the most expensive car, but he asks for your health. Will you be happy? Of course not. What is the use? You're sitting in a Lamborghini with special seats, with gold-plated car, but you have high BP and sugar. Will you be happy? No. What if God gives you the palatial house you always wanted, but he takes away your family? How will you spend your time in that house? Who will you share your feelings with? Will you be happy? Never. What if God gives you, a visa and passport to go all over the world, but you have to go alone, not with your friends? What if God takes off your friends, your happiness? Will you be happy? Same way, my dear friends, your goal should be multi-dimensional and not just one thing. It's not about your profession. It's not about always making money. It's not about running behind your business. It's not about studies. It's not about any of these things. Of course, all these things are important, but your goals should always be multi-dimensional. Only then you can optimize your life. Now, We spoke about multi-dimensional aspects of goal setting. But why is it important? And what's wrong in a person if he is only into his career or making money or for the power of position he is working very hard? What is wrong with that? Let me explain this to you, my friends. One day you decided you want to improve your health, overall health, and you join a gym. You are very, very regular to the gym. Month on month you are consistent. And after 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you don't give up. Every day you are going to the gym to build the overall health, to build the overall muscles. But after 6 months, you find only your one arm is growing bigger, bigger and bigger. What is this extra growth? Extra growth is nothing but cancer. Same way, my dear friends, if you develop only in one aspect of your life, it is nothing but cancer, and very soon it will kill you. Let me tell you a story, and if you can understand this and relate to this, you will understand all the dimensions of goal setting. Now, which is the tallest building in the world? I'm sure most of them would have guessed it. It is Burj Khalifa. It's one of the tallest buildings in the world. Now imagine the world's most deadliest terrorist, the most deadliest kidnapper, kidnaps one of the world's most wealthiest family, that is Bill Gates' family. He kidnaps them and puts them in the Burj Khalifa lift. And once he enters the lift, he doesn't see anything inside the lift. There is only one first aid medical kit box. And Bin Laden himself, and there is Bill Gates' family along with Bill Gates. There's nothing else in the lift. But there's one more thing. There's a bag full of money which Bill Gates is carrying. Now, Osama bin Laden decides to reach the topmost floor of the Burj Khalifa. He switches on the button and they go and they reach the topmost floor of Burj Khalifa. Once the family and Bin Laden reaches the topmost floor, Osama bin Laden gets out and he sees a huge crowd. That huge crowd is none other than Osama bin Laden's people. And you know what he does? He distributes the bag full of money to his own people. This is the story. If you understand this, you can understand the multi-dimensions of goal setting. Now, when they entered the lift, what did they see? They see a first aid medical box kit. What is this first aid medical box kit? It's something related to health. So my dear friends, your health should be your first goal in your life. I can't stress more on this. They say our body is a temple of God. If a body is a temple of God, fitness should be your only religion. You can achieve whatever you want in your life, but if you're not healthy, you can't enjoy it. Let me explain this to you. The world's most expensive and technically sound car is Ferrari. You know, you sit in a Ferrari, it can take you anywhere, wherever you wish to. And within 60 seconds, you go 200 kilometers, 300 kilometers faster. That's the power of Ferrari. And what does the Ferrari consume? The Ferrari consumes premium petrol. So, my friends, our body is more than a Ferrari. Why do you want to indulge in, abusive substance or indulge in unwanted junk? If you want to maintain your body like Ferrari, you need to be healthy. You need to eat healthy. So always remember this. You need to always have good nutritious food, what your mom serves you. That is the best food you can have in this world. So my dear friends, you see, one of the important first and foremost aspect should be your health. So your goal should be working towards a great health. My friends, To achieve your other goals, your long-term goals, it might take years or sometimes even decades. But to achieve a very good fitness, you need just 6 months. No matter you decide today and you start eating clean, you have a good fitness regime, you can change your health within 6 months of guarantee you this. So your first and foremost goal should be fitness. Now what did we see next in the lift? We saw Bill Gates' family. So our next goal should be a family goal. Now what is family goals? Family goals, when we say, everyone would have guessed it, it's about taking care of your family, taking them out, or if you're a kid at home, listening to your parents and taking care of your parents, or doing your studies. Is it what family goal is all about? No, it's much more than that. Family goal should be uplifting each other. It should be encouraging each other to become better version of themselves. Just taking care is basic requirement, and that can't be your family goal. Please understand this, my friends, and parents especially. I see so many of our sisters, mothers, daughters, from the first standard, they get first rank, they achieve double degree, they achieve great education. After that, one guy comes to her and gets married to her, and a career is over. That is almost 2 decades of waste. 2 decades of waste of education, waste of hard work. So my dear friends, you should never stop anyone from achieving your goal. You should always help them to achieve their goals. Never stop any girl from studying further, from pursuing whatever she wants, from to go to work. You should never stop any girl. Same way, if a guy is interested in sports and if he is good at it, you should push them. Everyone in the family should encourage each other. That should be each other's family goal, and just not taking care. Taking care and going out and being nice is the basic requirement. A family goal should be optimizing each and every one in the family. That should be your family goal. Now, what did we see next? We saw a bag full of money. So, wealth is also very important, my friends. Wealth is very important. Money is very important in this life. Why? For each and everything, you need money. When you have money, you're confident. You see a confident person walking in the road straight up and he's walking. You look at his face, you feel so happy. But what is holding him actually? Is it his face? Or is it his shoulder? It's his backbone. His backbone is holding him up and he can stand confident. Same like that backbone. Money is your backbone in your life. If you have money, you can provide for your family and for yourself. So money is also one of the important factors in life. My friends, what else you saw in the lift? We saw a professional kidnapper, Bin Laden. So my dear friends, your professional goal is also very, very important. Any profession which is not giving you a growth every 2 years, I think it's high time you need to change that profession. What do you mean by professional growth? Is it only power of position? Or is it only monetary benefits? No. Professional growth is how you upskilling yourself, how you growing your education. That is very, very important. You go to any job, you do the same thing day after day, year after year, and even after 3-4 years, if there is no growth, it's high time you need to look for a career change. Professional growth, it should improve you as a person, and you should be upskilling yourself. At least every 2 to 3 years, you should change position, you should change your job, you should take different responsibility. You should take different role. That is called professional growth. It's not just having one profession, you join as an executive and you die as an executive. Professional growth is just growing year after year. This is very, very important because 1/3 of your life is your job. At least minimum 8 hours you spend in your office. So your professional growth is very, very important for your overall growth. So my dear friends, please keep in mind, if any job is not giving you growth in all the aspects what I told, it's high time you think about a job change. Now what did we see next? We saw a great personality, Bill Gates, in the left. What do you mean by that? You need to grow personally as well. One of the most dangerous place in the world is Snake Island in Brazil. People dread to walk in that place because it's so dangerous. When you try to walk in that place, snakes might bite you and you will die. But there is something which is more dangerous than that in our life. That is our comfort zone. My dear friends, how many people are just in your comfort zone and not learning anything new and not ready to spend time to upskill yourself, to educate yourself more? My friends, let me tell you, comfort zone is the most dangerous place you can ever be. No matter what, you need to upskill yourself. Initially, you will find it very, very uncomfortable. But you need to get out of the comfort zone. Only then you can achieve your goals. No matter what, please never be in your comfort zone and give that as. So you need to develop. You need to look at what are the obstacles which is stopping you from achieving your goals. For example, I'm a trainer and I want to be a great trainer, then I should get into public speaking. And if I lack that skill, no matter what, I should learn that. So you need to know what are the obstacles and get out of your comfort zone and learn that skill. Only then you can grow up in your life. Now, what else happened? The lift reached on top. Bin Laden came out and it distributed all the money full of bag to his people. This should be your community goal. What do you mean by community? Community is not about any religion or caste. It's about the people surrounding you. You need to give back something to the society, and that is one of your responsibility. You should keep the people around you happy. It's very, very important, my dear friends. I heard many people telling me, oh, you must have heard this. When I become rich, I'll build a school, give free education. When I become rich, I'll build a big hospital and give free medicines, free treatment to everyone. My dear friends, let me tell you, if you're not helping a poor student with a box of pencil or poor patient with a sheet of medicine now, you'll never ever build that school or you'll never ever build that hospital. So it's very important. You need to help each other in the community. Now what else we saw there? When Bin Laden came out, all his people started praying, started worshipping him as if he's a spiritual mentor. Yes, my dear friends, even your spiritual life is very, very important. Again, I'm telling you, spiritual, I don't mean any religion or caste. It's the peace within. So it is very, very important for you to spend at least 10 to 15 minutes in a day praying, meditating, and seeking peace within yourself. So your spiritual goal should be seeking peace within yourself. This is also very, very important, because no matter what you achieve in life, if there is no peace in life, then everything will be meaningless. So spiritual goal is also one of the very, very important aspects in life, and it's very, very important for the overall well-being. Now we looked at all the 7 dimensions of goal setting, but we ignored one. The last aspect of goal setting is the small things in life. Yes, my dear friends, you have 7 important, but the last one thing is completely opposite. It's the small things what you do in your life, and never stop doing that. Never stop yourself. If you want to get wet in the rain, just go ahead and do it. And if you want to have that one ice cream once in a week, don't stop yourself. Don't think of other big goals and stop being, a kid. If you want to spend time with your friends and that is giving you small happiness, just go ahead. Go for that cycling, road trip. Be happy. Do small things. Never stop these small things. Never think about big goals and kill yourself by having a very strict life. Never ever forget, life is all about lot of small things. Yeah, I understand there's a long-term goal, you need to achieve it, but there is time for everything. So just relax and believe in doing small things with your family and friends and be very happy. So all the 8 dimensions of goal setting we have seen. Now, how do we achieve this? The process of achieving your goals. Let me tell you, my friends. My friends, so far we saw about what is goal setting. What is the SMART criteria of goal setting? What are the 7 or 8 dimensions of goal setting? Just a recapitulation. The SMART way of goal setting is nothing but your goal should be specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, relevant and time bound. And the 8 dimensions is nothing but you should have health goals, you should have family goals, you should have personal goals, you should have wealth goals, you should have spiritual goals, you should have small process. Is there any mechanism or set the protocol to achieve all this or set the goal setting properly? There's a 12 principles which is created by Brains Tracy, is one of the world's best life coaches. There are 12 principles which is created by him. Well, I'm not going to talk about all the 12 principles, but I'm just going to highlight the main important principles which you need to follow to achieve your goals. So let me look at one by one. After deciding what you want in life, on every aspect of your life, what do? How do you set your goal? Well, the first and foremost important thing is writing your goals down. Yes, my friend, it's very, very important to write your goals down. Until and unless you don't journal it, you're going to forget what your goals are. Every day, at least 5 to 10 minutes on writing your goals and writing about your progress. This is very, very important. Only when you write, you're going to see it every day and you're going to stick to your goals. Important, agreed? Now, the next thing would be setting deadlines. As I told you, your goal should be time bound. You should set a deadline. I don't know why. Somehow when you set a deadline, consciously or unconsciously you work towards it. Don't you agree with me, my friends? So it's very important. You need to set the deadlines. Any race, you start any race, there will be an end point to it. So for you to automatically perform, you need to set deadlines. So this is very, very important. And the next one would be obstacles. You need to find out what are the obstacles which is stopping you from achieving your goals. Very important. Of course, if you don't know what is stopping you, then how will you overcome it? So it's very important. You should find out what are the obstacles which is stopping you. But let me tell you, most of the obstacles works on 80% to 20% 20% ratio. What is it? The 80% of the obstacles is within you. You're lacking something. Either you must be lacking the skill or the knowledge or the education. Only the 20% is outside forces. Outside forces we won't bother much. But what you can concentrate is the 80%. So once you find out the obstacles, you need to know what are the skills or knowledge you need to upgrade to achieve your goal. Very important. It's as simple as that. It is self-explanatory. So first you find out the obstacles, then you find out what are the knowledge or skills you need to achieve your goals. Remember, to make it big in life, you need to have lot of skills and lot of knowledge. Then the next thing would be people. Yes, my dear friends, without the support of people, you can never achieve big in your life. You take any businessman, any politician, there are hundreds and thousands of his followers. I'm sure there are hundreds and thousands of employees working for him. Without their support, you'll never ever come up in life. So my dear friends, when I say people, start from your family. Identify people who can help you in achieving your goal. It's very, very important. You just can't win in life of your family without the support of people around you. So make that list and who can help you and talk to them, be open about it, discuss, and only then you're moving in the right direction. It's very important. Now when you find out all this, then comes your planning. You need to plan every day what you need to do. And the first thing what you do in the morning is very, very important. So to do all this, what you need to develop? Of course, you need to develop that self-discipline. You should be disciplined. You should work towards your goal every day, every hour. Very important. Only then you can achieve great things in life. Otherwise, somewhere you will miss out. So, develop that self-discipline. It's very important. And the last thing, you should do visualization. My friend, it's very, very important to visualize what your goal is every day. Every day in morning when you get up, dream about your goal. Only then it will get you there. There are so many freedom fighters, so many, but whom you can remember the number one as, it is Subhash Chandra Bose, because he had that dream, that vision, that goal to get the freedom. No matter he didn't get the freedom, but still people talk about him even now, because that was the power of his vision, that was the power of his goal. Have such goals, just like that Burj Khalifa. Your goal should be very big, and you should dream about your goal. Your goal, you should visualize it every day. Let me tell you, in the year 2015, I was the health officer for the team Delhi Dynamos. That year was very bad year for Delhi because we were losing back-to-back matches. When I say Delhi team, it's Indian Super League Delhi team. Now we are going to look at the last factor, the last principle in the process of goal setting. And what is that? That is visualization. Let me tell you with an example, and vision is important. The year 2017, I was a health and safety of Delhi football club. It was a bad year for Delhi because we were losing matches back to back, and the management and the head coach decided to change the fitness coach in the team. Immediately the change happened. The new fitness coach comes in and he observes the team performance for 3 days, and after 3 days he just changes one thing during the training session. He asks the entire team, before they could start training, they need to stand in the field and visualize for 3 to 5 minutes. They need to visualize about the energy they are putting in the team. They need to visualize about the opponents. They need to visualize about the winning. That is it. This small change happened, and that year was one of the best years for Delhi, because out of 7 matches, Delhi ended up winning 6 matches. That is the power of visualization, my friend. You need to spend every day 3 to 5 minutes about visualizing your goal, and that is it. You will be very close to achieving your goal. By this, we come to an end of the process of goal setting. Now, one thing which we didn't talk much about, your goal should be very, very, very high. Whenever you talk about any mountain, they talk about Mount Everest. That is because it's one of the highest mountain in the world. You talk about a building, they talk about Burj Khalifa, because it's one of the tallest building in the world. Like that, your goal should be very, very high. No matter what, even if you're not able to achieve it, no issues, no problem. There are thousands of freedom fighters, but till talk about Subhash Chandra Bose. You know why? Because he was so big. He was the first one to fight for the freedom of India. He had such a big vision. No matter 1,000 freedom fighters have come and gone, fought, but till date they talk about Subhash Chandra Bose because his goal was mighty. That should be your power of goal setting. Always set your goal so very high that you're inspired every day. This is it. This is what I want to tell you about goal setting. By this, we come to an end of the wonderful topic, goal setting. So be inspired, keep your goals high, and go out and achieve it. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity again.